Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for July 21st, 2020 from 1 Samuel chapter 30. David needs to rescue God's people like David's own family. David had to go with Achish to keep up appearances when the Philistines were going to go to war. However, when all the men go to war, who is there to keep watch over their home? Ziklag. Verse 1. Now when David and his men came to Ziklag on the third day, the Amalekites had made a raid against the Negev and against Ziklag, and they had overcome Ziklag and burned it with fire and taken captive the women and all who were in it, both small and great. They killed no one, but carried them off and went their way. Even though David and his men were only gone for a few days, Ziklag was raided. Verse 6, and David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because all the people were bitter in soul, each for his sons and daughters. But David strengthened himself in the Lord. Notice where the strength came from for David. Not from things or property or even family, for all that was destroyed or taken away. Strength came from the Lord his God. Verse 8. And David inquired of the Lord, shall I pursue after this band? Shall I overtake them? He answered him, pursue, for you shall surely overtake, and shall surely rescue. So David is going to rescue his family and the families of his men. Verse 11. They found an Egyptian in the open country and brought him to David. And they gave him bread, and he ate. They gave him water to drink. And they gave him a piece of cake of figs and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit revived, for he had not eaten bread or drank water for 3 days and 3 nights. Keep in mind, you are pursuing the people who took your wives and your family. And why would you want to stop to help some foreigner who shouldn't have been by himself in the wilderness in the first place? Verse 13. And David said to him, to whom do you belong, and where are you from? He said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite, and my master left me behind because I fell sick 3 days ago. We made a raid against the Negev of the Checherites, and against that which belonged to Judah, and against the Negev of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. Wow, the Lord truly does provide. This foreigner was left behind because he was sick, and now is able to provide for David some details that he didn't know. Verse 15, and David said to him, will you take me down to this band? And he said, swear to me by God that you will not kill me or deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will take you down to this band. All because David was willing to show mercy. He now had a guide with directions to the very people who burned his town. Verse 18. David recovered all that the Amalekites had taken, and David rescued his 2 wives. Nothing was missing, whether small or great, sons or daughter, spoil or anything that had been taken. David brought all back. Not only did they lose nothing, so to speak, they also gained. Why? Because the Amalekites actually raided other places before they got to Ziklag. Now they had even more than they had before. Verse 26. When David came to Ziklag, he sent part of the spoil to his friends, the elders of Judah, saying, here is a present for you from the spoil of the enemies of the Lord. This happy ending, so to speak, was brought to you because David trusted in the Lord. While people were lamenting their loss and about to turn against David, David turned to the Lord for strength, and the people benefited. Not just the people of Ziklag, but also the people of Israel. joining me again tomorrow as we hear about Saul's last battle. Thank you for watching, and please share this video with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for watching.